A new rumor has popped up surrounding Sony's next big potential studio acquisition. According to founder and former general manager of Eidos Montreal, Stéphane Diastus, Sony is very interested in buying Square Enix. To back up and explain, Stéphane left Eidos Montreal way back in 2013, but told GamesIndustry.biz in a recent interview that he was contacted by numerous former employees when Square Enix made the curious decision to sell Eidos Montreal, Crystal Dynamics, and Square Enix Montreal to the Embracer Group for the low price of $300 million. Apparently, Diastus left Eidos in 2013 because he didn't like the direction things were heading under the executive leadership of Eidos back in London and Square Enix in Japan. Specifically, he said, "I was losing hope that Square Enix Japan would bring great things to Eidos. I was losing confidence in my headquarters in London. In their annual fiscal reports, Japan always added one or two phrases saying, 'We were disappointed with certain games. They didn't reach expectations.' And they did that strictly for certain games that were done outside of Japan." Square Enix, notorious for saying that, massive sales of a particular game actually let them down. That's just kind of a thing they've been known for over the last decade or more. Diastus said he wasn't surprised how things ended up with Eidos Montreal and the other studios being sold off, telling GamesIndustry.biz, "It was a train wreck in slow motion, to my eyes anyway. It was predictable that the train was not going in a good direction, and maybe that justified $300 million. That's really not a lot. That doesn't make sense." He added a comparison to Embracer Group's purchase of Gearbox Software at $1.3 billion, saying, "They have about 1,000 staff. Eidos has about 1,000. They have basically Borderlands and others, and Eidos has 5 times the IPs. So why 4 times less?" Yeah, you're talking Tomb Raider, Thief, Deus Ex, Legacy of Kain, a number of IPs that maybe individually don't sell as well as, an individual Borderlands game, because Borderlands does sell a lot. But they are very strong and notable IPs, so it is a pretty good question. Diastus did provide somewhat of an answer though, referencing a rumor he had heard about a bigger acquisition. "If I read between the lines, Square Enix Japan was not as committed as we had hoped initially. And there are rumors, obviously, that with all these activities of mergers and acquisitions, that Sony would really like to have Square Enix within their wheelhouse. I heard rumors that Sony said they're really interested in Square Enix Tokyo, but not the rest. So I think Square Enix CEO Yosuke Matsuda put it like a garage sale. As far as I can remember, I don't think Square Enix has any other Western developers at this point now, and this kind of lines up with other rumors that Sony would be looking to make another big acquisition after things settled with Bungie, which that acquisition finalized earlier this month. More specifically, back in January, Sony Interactive Entertainment President and CEO Jim Ryan told Christopher Dring, also of GamesIndustry.biz, that we should expect more when it comes to further PlayStation acquisitions. We've obviously seen PlayStation make some smaller news with purchasing Nixxes to work on PC ports, and more recently picking up Jade Raymond's studio, Haven Studios, but they likely don't want Xbox to swoop in and buy up another major developer out from under them with their seemingly endless supply of money. And they especially don't want that to happen again to a developer whom they have console exclusive deals with. The timing for Sony to buy up Square Enix is also ideal, since it's likely Xbox won't be making any major purchases or bids while the Activision Blizzard acquisition is still pending and actively being investigated by the FTC. All right, that's it for today. Let me know in the comments if you think Sony is actually going to buy up Square Enix, or maybe if you think that Sony's going to buy up a completely different company, or maybe someone else comes in and buys Square Enix at this point. Who knows? I mean, everybody's buying everybody right now, so your guess is as good as mine. All right, thank you so much for watching. For more video game news and updates, stay tuned right here to Inside Gaming.